as well, so you're gonna save $10 off of our talking scale. But this is something you've probably never seen before. It's from HoMedics, you know the name. It's the BodyFlex back stretching mat. You know how important stretching is. If you don't, I'm sure that your doctor would tell you. But sometimes we don't stretch. In fact, most of us don't because it's painful. What we need to stretch is, maybe we need to stretch because it hurts, because we don't have flexibility, we don't have mobility. If you've paid someone to help you stretch or give you that massage, you know that it is crucial. It's always so much better when it's done for you. This is the HoMedics Flex back stretching mat. It also, for the first time, comes with heat. Optional heat, which of course you know as you warm up those sore, tense muscles, it actually will give you an extra benefit. Today, you're saving $60 and the flex payments are just $60. We'll ship it to you for free. Doesn't that look good? Oh my goodness. So you control with this remote, and the remote is attached. You can use this on your bed. You can use this on your floor. If you want to be able to get more mobility, more flexibility, ironically, you have to stretch in order to be able to stretch, right? Let HoMedics do it for you comfortably. It will help you relax. You've got different settings as well, and it's very, very easy to use. What a great way to be able to get your stretch. Stretching is actually even an exercise, but you have no effort whatsoever. My guest, Lisa Kirshner, knows an awful lot about this as a yoga instructor, as someone who used to get paid, probably close to this, to come into people's homes and do the stretching for them. Lisa, thank you so much. I am so excited to share this with everyone.
Shannon, so am I. It's so great to see you. So great to be here because, and I want to show you again, they showed you at the beginning of that clip, this mat, nice and tiny. I love how compact this is because you can keep it near you and then easily unfold it. Now I have it on top of the bed. I'll talk about that in a minute, but first I want to talk about why and how this works. We worked at HoMedics, you know, they've been around since 1987, bringing the spa experience into the home without the spa expense. We work with yoga instructors to develop yoga style stretches that are simulated by chambers inside this mat that run the core. It's so long, you can hardly even see it in this picture. This is 3 feet of chambers that inflate and deflate all along this mat, simulating yoga style stretches. I'm gonna lay down and show you what that looks like too. And what that means is that when you need to stretch, the complaint I heard most often from people, Shannon, as a yoga teacher was, oh, I'm really not flexible. Well, guess what? You can work on that. And the way to work on that is by stretching. Stretching, like you said, it's a form of exercise, but so many of us feel like we're not very flexible. Look at how deep this stretch is. I'm only on level 2 right now. This has 6 different programs. Right now I'm in flow. It has 2 different levels, and you can add heat. So while it's stretching your back, and this is a customer pick, by the way. Do you know how hard it is to get a customer pick on anything that's like fitness equipment? People want a reason to not use anything that's good for them. This is adding not just that stretch, but as it inflates, it's pressing against the muscle. That's going to constrict the flow of blood and oxygen in that muscle. And then as it deflates, you feel that release. Adding the heat, even just a little bit of heat, makes the muscles receive that stretch even more deeply. Shannon, even if I had gone into your home, I would have had to have done stretches with a heating pad to get something this good. I never did that. I'm going to tell you right now. This gives you, right? This gives you so much more really than you can get from those experiences because it is doing all the work for you. And I have it on actually the guest bed. I like to keep it. Look at how it's way up here in my neck. It goes into my shoulders. It goes into my middle back, all the way into my lower back. If I want to straighten out my legs or straighten out my arms, I can get an even deeper stretch. But what I love about keeping this handy is that I use it more often. So because I can just tuck it under the bed and put it onto the bed, I'm going to get up and down on it. I discovered this because I had knee surgery a couple of years ago, Shannon. I don't know if you remember this, but I was unable to get up and down off the floor. And by having this on the bed, I didn't have to lose all of my fitness. I was able to get these yoga style stretches, laying this out on the bed, turning on a program. They last anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes. It just kind of depends. I have it on 2, so it would go for about 10.5 minutes, because that's how long it takes the air to inflate and deflate all along in a sequence. Again, it's simulating that yoga style stretch. But you don't have to get dressed up in fancy yoga gear. You don't have to leave the house. You don't have to make it work on somebody else's schedule. This is in your home, on your schedule, in a way that feels comfortable to you. And it's totally customizable, Shannon. It's an amazing, people love it. And I love it because it's doing so much for you.
And that's the key, Lisa. It's doing it for you. If I could pay you $239 to do my yoga for me, I would pay it. Hey, will you do the yoga for me? And then I get all of the health benefits. That would be fantastic, right? This is basically doing that stretching for you. You know how great you feel after you've stretched, right? After you've had a massage or someone who's actually done that movement type of massage for you, the body movement. This is doing it for you. So you're going to get that result, that increase in the flexibility, that increase in your mobility. As you move, you're gonna sleep like a baby, right? You're gonna move through your day so much more energized, but you don't have the difficulty of getting into that yoga pose, right? It's going to help with everything. And the fact that it's doing it for you, I think that's just one of the many reasons it's a customer pick. You get to customize it. You use it with or without the heat. I'm a big with the heat person, but it's not just, this is not a massager. It's actually actively stretching, and you get to choose your intensity. You can move it up, you can move it down. You've got 6 different programs, and we can talk about those as well. I know there are lots of you on the phone. You've got a 30-day return policy. We'll refund your entire purchase price. But let's talk a little bit about these different, the different sort of programs, because they're each different and designed to help benefit us in a different way.
Absolutely, Shannon. So we have twist, flow, unwind, recover, and energize. Was that just 6? I think I went through them.
Yep.
And stretch. Oh, I love stretch because it actually holds your stretch. Each one does what it says. The twist, I'm on flow right now, and oh my goodness, it is like doing a yoga flow class. Twist, you feel that up and down, the lifting, and it is very strong. It has power. You see how it's moving Colette's body up and down? It is a powerful tool to add to your fitness routine, no matter what level you're at. I'm a yoga teacher, and like I said, I was using this to keep active while I was really not able to be very active because of my knee surgery. And I am telling you, look at how this is. I could not really do this stretch on my own. You see how deeply that is opening up my back? That's the kind of thing where I would come to your house and I would put my knee in your back and I would pull your shoulders back with my hands. I just have to lay here and I experience that. Something else, Shannon, that I was telling Guy about this morning, these chambers, they inflate and deflate with air, and there is a gentle vibration that goes along with that. So it's sort of like an inhale and an exhale. And that vibration just fills my entire body. And it is so relaxing to lie on top of this device. So it's, while yes, it is fitness and it is not massage, this is really giving me a deep stretch. But it is also very good for the mind and body. I love, because the program is, like I said, 9 to 12 minutes, depending on what level, whether you're doing 1, 2, or 3. It is a wonderful chunk of time to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to focus on my goals. I'm going to visualize all the things I'm grateful for in my life. I'm going to spend a few minutes just sending out love to the universe, whatever. It is the perfect combination of me time and fitness time. It is a customer pick because it offers so many different types of wellness opportunities.
And we say it's the back stretching mat, but we're looking that neck stretch, that back stretch, all the way down, because depending on how tall you are, of course, you're also getting that support right under. I can feel it. I can feel that vibration. You can see the air chambers inflating. That's gonna be right underneath your hips. So you're also getting a bum stretch. Those, right? Your glutes.
The psoas, right in the hips. So it's the front and the back of the body is getting a stretch. You're getting a stretch in the front, but also that pressure against your back, against your muscle. That's what is allowing that, that's what's helping like slow down the flow of blood. And then when it releases, it flushes through the muscles. And if you add the heat to that, honestly, when they told me they were adding heat, I thought, well, that's nice, but this device is so great because we used to have one that didn't have the heat. And then I tried it with the heat. It just deepens the impact of that stretch that you're getting. You're adding that little bit of heat, and that is opening up the muscles even more deeply. It's allowing you to feel the stretch. And you see how powerful this is. When you first start, it starts on level 2. I always recommend people go to level 1 and then work your way up to 2 and 3. The other thing that this does, Shannon, and I just love this so much, I just can't stop. These programs, you can switch in the middle. If you're in twist and you're like, oh, I feel like I want to stay in my back, you can switch it over to stretch, which holds the stretches longer. Or you can switch it to unwind, which allows that cross body stretch. You'll get to know the machine, and you can even customize it further within your experience. So honestly, there's no reason not to at least try to start that fitness or to continue a program that you're already doing. And this just gives you that little extra bit of support.
It does. And so we call it passive stretching in the yoga style stretches. So if you know that you want to increase your flexibility, you know, flexibility is one of the ways that you keep your body youthful, right? Keeping those muscles stretched makes it so that they can keep moving. As you get older and you don't stretch the muscles, there's a little bit less movement, right? A little bit less range of motion. But then your doctor says, oh, you can increase your flexibility by doing yoga. Well, those poses can be really difficult. You don't want to go to a class and feel like you don't know what you're doing. It's kind of awkward, right? First time downward facing dog, and you're like, downward looking dog, right? I'm looking at the sunset. This is that passive stretching. It's going to do all of that yoga style stretching for you. So not only is it not hard, it's actually soothing, comforting, relaxing, but you're getting a different benefit than you would from massage. It feels great, you're getting the heat, but it's stretching those muscles, not just sort of pushing into them. And you can pay $100, $150 for a massage, but you don't have it at your beck and call, right there on your bed, right there on your floor, and it's not stretching your muscles, it's pushing into them, right? This is actually giving you that benefit of fitness, of stretching. It really is. There are lots of you on the phone. Save that $60 and treat yourself, treat mom, treat dad, not just to a great feeling machine, but actually what's really good for you in stretching those muscles, and you get to control it. $60, free shipping and handling, and $60 off. Big customer pick. Lisa, thank you so much. It feels like this is you in our own home stretching us, but we don't have to tell you, oh, right there, oh, a little bit softer. And of course, we can use this anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shannon. The gift of wellness is really a way to say that you care.
That's so, so true. Thank you, we appreciate you. And now, if you are on the phone, you wanna get yours. By the way, you saw in the video, it actually folds up flat, so it doesn't even have to take up this much space, but we're gonna ship it to you for free. If you're on the phone, stay there, go to hsn.com, check it out, because we want you to make sure that you are fully aware of what you're purchasing, and you always have 30 days. So if you're curious, like I am, I didn't get a chance to get down on the floor myself. I've got big mic packs on the back.